You know, for someone who's wanted to be a pilot since I was like 5 years old, I really, really hate the fact I'm in an airport right now. Yes, I am leaving. I do have to leave Cuenca. The reason I'm leaving, just long story short, is basically due to human error, miscommunication, and I tried everything I could have to fix the problem when I realized it was a problem. I spent so much time just to try and fix it, and it was frustrating because it's like everything I tried, it was like a door getting slammed in my face because it just didn't work out. And even though I failed, I would have regretted not trying more than I regret the failure. Like, of course I'm upset, I can't hide that, but had I not tried, I wouldn't have known it would have failed. So by trying, that at least gives me like some peace of mind knowing that I don't have to think, well, maybe had I done this, or had I done that. No, I did do this, and I did do that. Didn't work, but I still did it, and that's the important part, and that's really the thing I can take comfort in. I mean, because like I fell in love with this city. I came here for the first time nearly 5 years ago with a family who I'm really close to. I came here for 2 months, and I just fell in love with the place instantly. It took me more or less like 2 weeks, or probably even less than that. And that's all the time it took, and I was totally for it. But then I couldn't stay since I was still in school at the time. So I left for a while, and I came back in 2015. 2013 was the first time I came. 2015 was the time I came back for a month, this time with my family. They thought it was a beautiful city, it was very clean, and of course very cost effective. But then there was still another problem. I graduated by that time, but I wasn't 18 yet. So I waited virtually another year almost until September of 2016 when I finally returned here on basically the same day I turned 18. So I didn't even wait. The day I turned 18 is the day I came here, and I've been here ever since. I've left a couple times obviously, but this has been my home, so to speak, basically since September of 2016. That's over a year and a half. It's kind of amazing when I think about it. Like, I haven't been out of my home country for that long ever. I'm not just disappointed because I'm leaving the city. I'm disappointed because I'm leaving, so many amazing people who I've met over the last 2 years. Like, some of my favorites, honestly. Best people I've ever met in my life, more or less. And not just the people, but the adventures, the experiences I've had here. Like, I know it sounds a little cliche, but living here in Cuenca has literally been like a life-changing experience. Like, so many things I never would have imagined, both good and bad, have happened here. Like, I've had the best days of my life ever, as well as some of the most traumatic experiences ever, and it's definitely not something I'm going to soon forget. Seriously, I mean, it's been 2 years isn't a very long time, but a lot has happened in that time, and I'm really happy. Say hello to the crowd.
Hello. I'm happy now. Me too.
Really needs to know. Oh my God.
That was lit. But you know what? The thing I can really take comfort in knowing is that I'll be back. Like, this isn't the end it's the end of the chapter, but it's not the end of the book. Like, there will be more after this. I will return. I don't know when yet, but I will return. And when I do, of course, I'm going to be very happy, and I can't wait to see all my friends here, who I love very much. I tried to fix the problem. It didn't work out. I have a plan B. So what is plan B? Well, let me show you. Yep. Back in the city. You may remember I made an entire vlog about Lima versus Cuenca a couple months ago. And yeah, like I explained there, I came to Lima for a month, November 2017, just to do a little test drive, basically, just to see if I could live in another South American city outside of Cuenca. And sure enough, my trip was pretty good. Like, you know, I highlighted a lot of cons. Like, you know, it's a big city, so there's a lot of traffic, a lot of noise. You can probably hear it right now because I'm outside on the balcony. There's a lot of people, a lot of crowds. And yeah, there's some really beautiful parts, and there are some really sketchy parts, like any big city, but I'm not as comfortable here as I am at Cuenca, but I'll be here for a lot longer than just a month this time around. So I'll have an opportunity to really form like a proper opinion of exactly, like, you know, how I feel about this place. And yeah, I mean, it's decent, like, it's going to work. But honestly, that trip, leaving Cuenca just now, it was, I realized just how much I really do love it there, how much I love the people there. It was an emotional goodbye. Like, when I left home, my real home back in Bahamas, back in September 2016, I was happy. Like, you know, I was excited to move on to something new. You know, I had been wanting to leave for years at that point, so when I did it, it was like, yes, it was a success. And now, when I left Cuenca, it's like, I want to leave there. Like, you know, that's my little slice of paradise. And it was hard. Like, it was genuinely hard. Like, I felt nothing when I left the Bahamas. I didn't really feel anything, but I felt everything when I left Cuenca. Like, this is literally the first morning. Like, it hasn't even been 24 hours yet, and it's like, oh man, it's gonna take some getting used to. Like, you know, having to find a whole new social circle, getting used to my surroundings all over again, just learning the lifestyle. Like, you know, because I've done it already, it's a little bit easier, but it's still like, you don't want it, you know? I mean, I like change to an extent, but when you're comfortable, you know, it is hard to let go. But at the end of the day, like, I'm trying to keep an open mind. Like, you know, we'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna give Lima a chance. Like, you know, I just may really like it here. I doubt I'll like it as much as I like Cuenca overall, but I'm willing to give Lima a chance. And, like, you know, it's a good plan B. It's a good plan B. So, hopefully, I'll survive this whole adventure. So yeah, living in Latin America, part 2. This is it. Thanks for watching.